So this morning I had to come into town quickly, and so there's 4 chickies that I sold to somebody from the township, so they want to start their own little chicken thing. We doubled the price of what we paid for them plus a little to make up for the food and the fatalities and things that we had, and then he can start his little own chicken thing and hopefully get some cheap protein and then hopefully become a chicken farmer in the future. I went shopping for the sunroom this morning, and then I found the Western Union, and apparently they are closed, so I'll hope now at least I know where it is. Found around in town, nobody knew where to find the place. It's sort of in the more dodgy area of town, but now at least I know where it is, and so tomorrow I can come and find out how that works. So we've got this termite problem in the pig pen. Morimi, I think we can put those ones in as well. And so we close the part of the pig pen here that we want to add more pigs in, and this was just like 2 days ago, and already if you look at the soil you can see all the mulch has been started, or all bedding has been started being eaten by termites. So we can bring the other ones as well, Morimi. So we have some more chickens that we're gonna place in here just for now, so it's a placeholder for more pigs that's coming. And I see they're already starting to scratch, so they will sort out these termites very, very quickly. They must just learn to eat them. I don't think it's going to take too long. I think they're gonna realize that anything that they scratch open now will give them termites. We can maybe put a sprinkler in here to soften its soil a bit. I see that one scratched but wasn't able to move the soil. Well, we should come in here with a pitchfork and just turn it around, see what happens. I think this is going to be an interesting experiment. So I'm going to give you a bit of a further view. It's going to be a little bit smaller camps for now. And then that one will probably divide into 2 as well. So we can have a little bit of a denser pig situation. They're still very happy, still going to be very, very happy pigs, I'm sure. And then later on we'll add to the old pig pen more pigs as well, so we can have a bigger rotation. I don't know what is the perfect size for pigs, but I know it's still much bigger. We still have a much bigger area. This is just some cover crops growing in the older pig pens, so we give those a little bit of chance. It's still a much bigger space per pig currently than what the commercial farms have. The trick is, if you have too much space, well, I don't know actually what the negative of that would be. Probably more money to put fences around, so your cost is a bit higher. The commercial guys, they say pigs lose weight when they walk, so you might, if you put double the size, they might walk all over the pen looking for stuff. They might lose lose weight. So today it's just Moremi and I on the farm trying to get everything done. We wanted to get the roof done, but it's greenhouse, but it seems like we're not going to be able to do that, simply because there's just too much work cleaning the stables and watering, making sure everything is watered and feeding everything, etc. Oi. What do you call that? Hawk. Do you think he'll take the chickens? I think they will know. I hope they will hide.
Keep an eye on them.
Yeah. It will be interesting to see. Big major hawk. I don't know if you can see him on the camera. That's the nice thing about having tame chickens, is that you can easily move them from place to place. Yeah, that's what you should do. Can you jump over it? Can you see the termites? think if we leave them, they will find them.
Yeah. Oh, there's an egg already.
Oi! That was quick. Yeah, we need to let me take that egg out quickly. So the other nice thing about having tame chickens is that they don't go into shock when you where's that piece of wood that we used to scratch? They don't go into shock when you move them. You can move them, and so that chicken was moved and immediately laid an egg. Where if it was chickens that scared of people, as soon as you move them or touch them or try to catch them, it takes a couple of days again before they will be comfortable enough to lay eggs again. You will lose egg production. I can't see that so much. I'm sure the chickens will find them.
Yeah.
Okay. Put the gate in the fridge. Yeah. So Buffalo was jumping in the water trough there. So I thought, okay, let me give him a bit more of a space to play. Oh, because it's just Moremi and I. Today the horse manure didn't go to the camp. We don't normally put the horse manure with the pigs, but we were a bit lazy today to take the horse manure to Mikon's garden because it's way over there. And so the horse manure went to the pigs, and that will entertain them for hours. They will look for all the little pieces of corn and so on that wasn't digested by the horses, and they will find that and eat that. That will keep them busy.
Nice stuff.
So pigs can't sweat. So you need to have a little bit of water, especially in our climate. A little bit of mud for them to cover themselves in and for them to cool themselves down. That was not gonna wait for his time to shine. Okay, I think let's do the other piggies as well. Struggling to get this pipe to stay. Try and do this. Okay, that'll do, donkey. That'll do. And so the chickens are just going all over the place, pecking and what-watting at things. I'm sure they will make a big difference by the end of the day in here. Might even be worth the while to leave them in here for a week or two. We just need to give them proper protection for the night somehow. So I'm gonna be attempting to make some sort of sauce today. We've got some reject onions, reject tomatoes, so that's not so pretty anymore. Thank you. We've got some purple basil that just arrived from the garden. We'll wash those. We've got some onions, and so we're gonna cut the nasty parts out of the tomatoes like we've done there, and then I'll show you again. So what I'll do once I've chopped the onions, chuck them in the pot here. This might be a bit too small, I'm sure. I might regret it. Little cast iron pot, slow heat, and then I'm gonna get one of the chiddlers to just come and stir it while I chop the tomatoes quickly. One of the chiddlers ran out here now. See if I can find them. Okay, so while I've been cutting tomatoes and green peppers, Devan, hello. Hello. Devan, the chiddler, has been stirring the onions so they turned like shy. You can see through them almost. So we're adding the green peppers, and then we need to quickly wash the basil and add that as well. Okay, so the green peppers, onions and basil has turned into something that looks like this. Now, I asked Brenda for a recipe, and this is completely not what he said I should do. But he did mention a couple of cool things to do. So, the one is to add loads of other spices. So, we've got some mixed herbs, salt. Things that I would have liked to add is my wife made this chili thing yesterday. Problem is, if I add the chilies or even this chilies that I got on the flea market the other day, then that takes the children out of the running. What Brenda did say that I like quite a lot is to add the whole stuff, then add water and have it on a soft boil, and leave it for 3 hours or whatever. For an hour, add more water. Leave it for an hour, add more water. So it really, all the flavor really gets mixed. And then he also said that you can add sugar. I've heard people add chutney, I've heard of people adding jam even, like peach jam or something like that to a mix like this. But adding sugar, I think is quite cool. Something that I'm going to do, add some sugar. First I'm going to have it boil for a while with just loads and loads of water. So I'm going to have that go for a while. So this is about 30 minutes later. And I added quite a bit of black pepper now. That is the purple basil over there. See, everything is still recognizable, the green peppers, the onions, the tomatoes, etc. There's two ideas of what I actually want to do with this. The one is like a relish that you can put on hot dogs. And the other one is a spread that I want to put on bread. So I'm going to add a lot more water, and then I'm going to have it cook for another hour. See if I can't get it more into like a little bit more unrecognizable than this. Still, you should still be able to see everything, but just a little bit more fine, you can almost say. Because it's actually the next day. The sauce actually had quite a beating yesterday. We had people over and we made these traditional sausage roll thingies. It's just boerenworst, and then this is what the consistency of the sauce turned out to be. So it's not too runny, it's not too dry, just like that, but it's a bit darker than expected. I assume it might be the sugar that gives it a much darker color. And then the other thing that we realized is that you need to make a lot more than what you're going to be using. So from that whole pot, okay, it did feed the whole family. This is the only things that's left. And so next time I would just make plenty more than what I anticipated on making. I'm starting to get some bricks together to start with Wally's room. Now, Cornell was here this morning to give me some advice. He's a bit better than I am. Currently the idea is to bring those beams out and then put a little pillar over there. Put a pillar over here or over there. Take that to this side of the window, and so it's a little bit bigger than this stoop currently is, about a meter bigger. Then from the pillar to the pillar we put over a beam, and then those beams comes and rest on these beams. I hope you understand that. This video will be up in the next half an hour because the editing is basically finished. But half an hour, maybe an hour. So you'll just definitely have time to give me an shout out on what you would do differently before it's too late. We're still cleaning nails out of all the wood that we need to use in here. And so with that, I quickly want to say a special thank you to Beshy, to Wally especially for this room, to Mikon, Sarah J, Claire, Garry, Hancock. You know, there's actually no way to explain how thankful I am to all of you guys. Every person that's supporting me. It means the world to me. I said to my wife, where in the world would you have ever imagined that people would be supporting our dreams like this? I really do appreciate it. And thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow.